And Land Cruiser began with the word Jeep. Not the brand, the proper noun with the capital J, but before then, when Jeep still had a lowercase j. It was just a term used by the American military to describe a personnel carrier.
Communist troops have invaded southern Korea. President Truman has ordered United States Sea and Air Forces to give cover and support to the South Korean troops.
When the Korean War broke out, Japan was still occupied by the American military. It had been since the Second World War. And our troops stationed there needed Jeeps. The US military put out a request for locally produced vehicles, and a young company named Toyota wanted to take a shot. It developed a prototype called the BJ, and then conjured a publicity stunt with some historical precedent. Japanese folklore tells the story of a samurai warrior who, in demonstration of the oneness of horse and rider, coaxed his horse up the impossibly steep stairs at the Atago Shrine. 300 years later, a Toyota test driver wanted to do the same to demonstrate the capabilities of the BJ. But unfortunately, in the interim, some putz had put a handrail right in the middle of the stairs, rendering that not possible. So instead, he drove the BJ right up to the 6th station of Mount Fuji, the highest altitude ever achieved by a motor vehicle. Well done. Ultimately, the US military decided against the BJ in favor of the Willys Jeep CJ that was produced in Japan under license by Mitsubishi.
Toyota had already done so much work, so they just continued to develop the BJ. It used a large straight-six engine that Toyota developed based on the Chevrolet Stovebolt 6 from the late 1920s. And since it was so outrageously oversized for this application, it was under-stressed. And it made so much low-end torque